So what was your bedroom like as a kid growing up?
Not great.
No? Every single one you pull out, they have to tell you the story of where that came from.
Uncle
This
Bob.
must take
I love a garage.
mice and rats and spiders.
We will do a consultation after
man. Okay, so here we are. We're back this week with another Conversations with Kirk, and special guest is Maree Armich.
Yep, you got it.
Yes, with Simplify and Sort. So she's definitely connected to the real estate world.
Yep.
And we will be talking about that. But before we get into that, so yeah, we were just talking about your name. It's unique spelling. So Maree, where did that come from? M-A-R-E-E.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get it right the first time, which is all good. My grandma's name was Maree, and she was Croatian. So my mom was thinking, okay, how can I do something that honors her, but is a bit more different? And yeah, I love it now. Growing up, I could never find a keychain with my name on it.
Like going through school, where did they always get your name wrong?
I knew it was me because they'd be like, Ma, and I'm like, okay, it's me, I'm here, yes. So that's okay. I'm used to it.
Right on. Well, that's good. Yeah. It's good if you can laugh about it. You don't get too offended when people make mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you're local in the Parksville, Qualicum area.
Yes, I live in Parksville.
You live in Parksville.
Yeah.
And your business is Simplify and Sort. So
Yeah.
you're helping people get organized, and not just for selling their homes, but for all reasons to declutter.
Yep, downsize, organize. I help with moving support as well too. And so I have some clients that are moving or selling their home. That's a great time to declutter.
Yeah.
But then also clients that I've had for years that every 2 weeks we just work space to space and tune up those areas.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what got you into this line of work? How do you obviously you appear to have a passion behind it. You're excited about talking about it. How did you get into this?
I think I always grew up wanting to be in a calm, functional space. And my family has ADHD, so sometimes those don't go hand in hand.
Okay. Calm and functional?
Exactly. So that, especially when there's clutter or collecting items. And so I've always just naturally been that way of like, how can I find a solution and how can I improve this space that way?
So what was your bedroom like as a kid growing up?
Not great.
No? I was like, I was picturing like everything perfectly.
No.
Oh no.
No, I actually was thinking the other day that I always used to be so scared when I was little someone was going to break into my room. And then one day I thought, you know, with all these things on the ground, I will hear if someone breaks into my room before they wake me up and scare me.
You'll be knocking things over and falling
So
down.
we've made a full change, but I was not Simplify and Sort when I was a little girl.
All right. Well, that's, I mean, a lot of us change and things change as we grow up.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So in terms of work and helping people get their spaces cleaned and organized and tidied up, where does that usually start, or how do you, because my experience with people who have a lot of stuff and they're a bit maybe unorganized, or in the worst cases, like where you have like these hoarders where the house is full, they actually don't think that it's a problem.
No.
So how do you approach that with with people to move forward? Is that a challenge for you, or are people calling you saying we've got a problem here? Or is it like other people from the outside as an intervention? Or
the neighbors,
How does that typically go, those initial conversations and moving forward? How do you work through that?
Yeah, I'd say most people reach out once they feel comfortable because there's such a shame around clutter or chronic clutter or hoarding in that way.
Yeah.
So the first step of actually contacting someone like myself is the hardest part because you have to face what you're living in. Right. And I think people who live in clutter, it's a muscle you haven't used. So you get so used to your environment, although that still brings stress, like mental fatigue, all of those factors. So sometimes it's families but most of the time it's people just reaching out, wanting help in that way.
Okay. Well, I find that, and a lot of people don't realize this, especially when it comes to selling their home, the difference in terms of value of 100%. The property for a neat, clean, and organized space
Yes.
versus a kind of cluttered and just congested
Yeah.
space. Like on $1 million property, it could be $100,000 difference.
Definitely.
And people don't realize that.
Yeah.
We get there and they think that, oh, we'll just put it for sale, or and sometimes they get there and they're like, oh, we spent the last 2 weeks cleaning and organizing, and it's like, holy, I would have hated to see this before, right?
Yeah.
But which is, it's
Definitely.
hard, but it's very true that it can be really difficult for people to work through that process.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
Is there a certain like way that you'll help? So you go in, you do your consultation, and sitting down or presenting information or a plan.
Yeah.
Do you use like baby steps, or are you just like tear the Band-Aid off and let's get it done? What works? Like, what do you find?
The way that I process is always the same with all of my clients. So I always do a complimentary consultation. So walking through the home, hearing their goals, what their dreams are of their space. And so with that, then we figure out what their plans are. So something that is with decluttering, if you aren't willing to let go of anything or brainstorm that idea, your home will still look the same. You're just moving chaos
things around
in other areas. And that's where the goal of decluttering is actually removing those excess items and making your space brighter and bigger. And in real estate, that is what sells homes, is space, lighting, the quality, everything like that. And when there's items that are shoved in the way, you don't get to showcase the full potential. So that's exactly it, where it's $100,000 difference.
Yeah, it can be very significant. So when you're doing that, when you're actually doing the works, you present the plan, do you prefer for the homeowners or the person who owns the stuff to be there with you, or do you want them out of there so you can actually get something done?
Definitely. I go off what the client prefers, in that sense of I'm never there to purge someone's home without their permission.
Right.
We all have dreams and visuals of what we think is best. I'm sure as a realtor, 100%, you see the vision of what that space could be. And so it's rare I get a client that says, go in and do whatever you want, purge whatever you want, which I have had and is amazing. But most I work side by side, those conversations, the dialogue of dissecting all the different layers, because decluttering gets messy when emotions are involved.
Right.
It's the same as real estate, I'm
Well, that's
sure.
what I was wondering, like how, like say if you're helping people go through stuff and you're opening up a box of like family heirlooms,
100%.
and every single one you pull out, they have to tell you the story of where
Aunt
that
Linda,
came from. Like,
Aunt Linda, Uncle
this must
Bob.
take forever.
Oh, for sure.
Painful.
You learn so much about people, and I think my approach is having empathy and understanding for those pieces and honoring that for people, but also being realistic in, if you are holding on to an item from guilt, fear, or sometimes love in the sense of inheriting those items, those are the wrong reasons why you would keep an item. Yeah. So really having those conversations of, do you want to keep Aunt Linda's sweater with the shoulder pads, or we donate this?
I was talking with a client this morning, and she has a 900-pound safe that her father got like way back. It's from the railway. And so this will be her second move that I've helped her. So she moved it from the last place to this. Like, she literally had to get a tow truck.
900
It's
pounds?
900 pounds. Like, you can't, like...
No.
And they're jacking it and so yeah, people hang on to things.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And things that I wonder if it's full of things.
I don't know if it's full of, I think it's 900 pounds without all the gold that could be inside. Yeah.
Wow. Impressive.
But anyways, it's true. I got stuff out in the garage and stuff in the crawl space that I haven't opened some of those bins or boxes for, since we moved here. So
100%.
like 6 years. So what am I supposed to, do I just let it sit there or get rid of it? I might need those cables for the back of the TV. I have a whole bin full of cables.
Oh, the cables. The one thing you never want to waste your time doing is going through electronic boxes or bins.
Just toss the whole thing.
Just recycle it. you've got one cable, you're good. I
Yeah.
promise. Yeah.
So, and when it comes to recycling, or like, are you the one then that's taking things to, like, are you going to SOS or to
Yep.
the recycling depot?
Definitely.
You handle all of that?
Yeah, so that's part of decluttering is we all say you go through your closet and then you have a bag that rolls around in your trunk for 6 months after because you think, oh, I'm going to drop it off at the donation area. A lot of places have restrictive hours. They're not accepting donations. So I remove that part that you don't have to do the extra work. And I actually take those belongings and work with local nonprofit organizations to rehome items to give them a second life.
Right.
And for people who maybe can't afford them or are looking for those specific items. So I have my sources where I can then bring them to those areas so my clients don't have to stare at the bag or be tempted to reopen it again. And
I have some items that I moved from my office down by the door. 3 months ago and set on a ledge. And then from there, I take them and then I put them in the garage on another shelf. Yeah.
We will do a consultation after this.
Man,
Just kidding.
I could use some help.
No, your house is perfect, but that's part of it is where you have those ideas, you get the momentum, and then you just bring it into another area of your home and you move it, and that's where it's actually going through those, which can be time consuming, but I'm also there to hold people accountable, so there is part of the process of that.
How long does it typically take from the time, say with an average customer of yours, from start to finish, like how many days or hours, like are you like getting in and out done? What's on average?
Yeah,
like, timeline wise.
Definitely. I'd say it's different per job, obviously. If someone is downsizing and moving, that whole process is decluttering and then packing those items so you're ready to go and move. So packing can be time consuming, but it's so good to do that before you do move, because say you get to your home, you have all these boxes full of everything that you don't know what is. And then I have some clients that it's just decluttering and organizing for a 2-hour to 8-hour session in that way. So
so it really varies.
It really varies, but most sessions I'd say are 2 to 4 hours, and then people who really want to tackle and make a dent, we do 8-hour gaps.
And then how does it work as far as like what you would charge? Do you work on give a quote for the whole job, or is it hourly?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Definitely. I do an hourly rate, and then I charge a disposal fee. So that's if I'm taking items and rehoming them, of the time it takes to go find those sources and supply them. But I will, in my consultation, I walk through the home and say, okay, here what your goals are, and ideally, okay, that's going to take about 6 hours, or this is going to be a 40-hour job. And then looking at their schedule and kind of dividing that up because I don't want clients to then be exhausted where they're bedridden and they're like, I'm never doing that again.
Right.
So it's gradually working at it because it's something new that people haven't maybe done before.
Okay. What's one of the, say, most challenging but most rewarding scenarios that you've had to deal with?
Most challenging, I think, would be coming into a space that is filled maybe to the brim with limited space.
Like to the ceiling?
Yeah, floor to ceiling, and you can walk about like this much in.
Right.
But when I see that, I just think of, okay, let's find out a solution. Let's get this going. And I know that it can only get better. That's what I tell my clients, that
that's a good way
it can only improve.
Yes.
It can't get worse.
Yeah.
So I think that would be challenging, just in the sense of limited space, that you're able to actually start going through everything. And nothing's categorized that way. It's cans of corn by the door and a sofa and all that fun stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now, are you mostly focused on interior spaces, or will you do like outside or garage, shed?
Definitely.
Everything,
I love a good garage or shed transformation. Those are the best. Because I honestly do it for any space that is in your home or outside of your home that way.
Well, and I've seen you post a lot on social media, some of the before and after,
Yeah.
so it's cool to see. And
Thank you.
you're fairly active on social media. Do you find, now we're going to switch a little bit to sort of the marketing side of things
Yeah.
and response and how people find you or how you get your business.
Mm-hmm.
Has social media been a good source of business for you? Like how do you find, or how do people typically find you or reach out to you? Is that...
Definitely. I'd say word of mouth has been huge. Just if people have something positive to say, the chances of them reiterating that to someone else is huge.
Right.
So it's same as like being a realtor and references that way. So that has been a huge success. And again, social media, you're very active as well too. And it's also being able to relate to people.
Right.
So I'd say before and after, people have so much shame that to see a space that looks similar to theirs and go, oh, it can get better.
Right.
I could do this. Makes a huge impact. So I think on Instagram, I love doing good before and afters. And I'd say that causes a lot of traction and just catches people's attention because it's visually appealing.
Right.
You see it before and then after, and
Well, I think a lot of people on social media that are people that have their business or are promoting it on social media don't realize like how much you actually have to be engaging and how many posts you have to do to stay visible or for people to keep recognizing you, right? It's like
100%.
Once a week is like, some people think, oh yeah, I do social media. That's what they say they do social media, and they're like,
a post from 2024.
Yeah, I posted last year or something, or last, but yeah, it's like, there needs to be almost like daily or hourly posts, not hourly, but
like you have to be relevant in that way. Not in the sense that it makes your business relevant, but it sparks interest that way. So I think social media is a full-time job. So as you know, it's finding that time to film it, edit it, make it appealing, make it the right time frame that you haven't lost someone by the time it's 20 seconds. So it's definitely a full-time job.
Get to the point.
Yeah, exactly.
Quickly. Yes.
Yeah.
Harmony's good at telling me to
right to it.
Just get to the point.
It's like speed it up.
Yeah, stop talking.
We haven't been told this yet, so we're doing good.
I'll take what you said in that 5 minutes and give it to me in 20 seconds. I'm like, oh,
exactly.
Really? Okay, that's true. It's true though. A lot of times there's a lot of words that don't need to be there.
It's true.
Get to the point, get attention. So
exactly.
Okay, so now so are you solo operator? Do you have a crew that works with you? When people hire you, do they get like they're dealing with you?
I am the sole one-man band.
Okay, awesome.
Which is great. That will expand. There's definitely a need for it, so I'm very grateful for that.
Okay.
But right now it's all social media, interactions, jobs. I'm a one-man band,
good for
so
you. Wow.
24/7.
You're visible on it, so congratulations
you.
on that.
Thanks.
Yeah, keep that going.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have any wisdom for us today?
Oh, I do. Okay. Well,
let's hear it.
yes. Okay. So my Walper wisdom for this week is that you're actually limiting yourself if you give yourself a plan B. All right? By having a plan B, your plan B actually becomes your goal, not your plan A, because most people, as soon as it gets hard, if they have a plan B, they revert to the plan B. So my wisdom for this week is forget about the plan B, because plan B removes the pressure to achieve your plan A, which is your true goal. So one goal, work to it, get it done.
Love it.
I like it.
That's my...
Don't make it messy. Just
Yeah.
straightforward, right?
But it's true. Like I had read about that a while back, and I was like, oh, that's so true. Like if you're always thinking that, well, if I don't get this one, I'll get that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you usually get the second choice because that was easier.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
So
that's a good one.
That's that. What else, Harmony, do we need to cover?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you have a time of year that's most busy for you?
Time of year that's most busy. I honestly thought it would be spring when people are, the sun's coming out again. It's not dark at 4:30 at night. But honestly, it seems to be an all year thing, which is amazing. I think right now, I thought December would be maybe the slower time. I'm fully booked in December, which is great. So ideally, it has been an all year thing. But I'd say springtime and summer, people are most motivated. Like their garages are open.
Right.
The shame of seeing
They
in that
see the
garage is high.
Yeah.
And I think spring just perks people up a little bit. So it kind of, you've spent hibernating in your home throughout the winter and cold. So as the sun comes out, you spent so much time in your home that you're like, okay, I got to change something. So,
Right.
yeah.
What's your favorite space or certain area to declutter? Like, do you love decluttering kitchens, or like, is there a certain space that you enjoy cleaning the most?
I'd say I love a garage, which is wild, but
that
it's
is
just
crazy.
I know. Because a garage, it's like a mystery
garage
box.
is like mice and rats and spiders.
You know what? Like nothing.
That doesn't. You're
No.
Not you're not over there screaming every 10 minutes.
Not
because
at
you
all.
Found,
I will wear a hazmat suit occasionally, but like even the other day, I went to sit at my friend's house and there was bird poop on her chair, and she's like, "Oh, watch!" I'm like, "I know. I literally hang out with rats.
That's
it's
nothing.
fine." Yeah. I've become conditioned to this. I'd say garage because it's like a mystery box. You literally don't know what people have stored in there, whereas usually kitchens are more generic. I love a good pantry go through. Closets are great. So yeah, but I'd say garage is just so visually appealing because a lot of people use totes as well too, and labels and all that fun stuff. So
Yeah.
I love that.
Have you come across something of like insane value where someone is like, oh, I've been looking, wondering where that went, and you're like, where it's like
in someone's sweatpants that they shoved in a drawer, and it's like a
money or
20 karat gold ring, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I wondered where that was. I'm like, what? So yeah, you find there's so many random things, but that's definitely the things that are of high value that people have no idea where they
like
put
hidden
them.
cash or money.
Oh, definitely. Constantly you find like a $100 bill or a $50 bill tucked in people's socks, and definitely.
Oh, that's funny.
People have a system. That's for sure.
Right.
Do you have any like advice for someone that may be struggling to declutter their space, or even like some wise words for someone that is maybe thinking about like working with someone like you and decluttering their space?
Definitely. I think the biggest step is acknowledging how you mentally feel in your space, and reaching out and addressing that, or even having that thought, is such a big step. Like they say, the first step is admitting
That you have a problem.
It literally, that's exactly what it is, because we're human and these things happen, and there's life challenges and obstacles that we just get so used to living in our space, and eventually we get pushed to a point of that curiosity of, can I make my space look better? Can I have this? And that's where my before and after videos are it's to show how normal that is in that way. And it's 90% of the homes I go to.
Yeah.
So I think it's just being okay with asking for help when you feel that you need it, and that we are the biggest judgers of ourselves that way.
People
we
are
are
more
our harshest
critical.
critic.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I think a consultation is really important because you get to know the person, you learn about them, you get to know myself. And the goal is just to make you feel better and your space feel better. So I think like kindness is really important when you're dealing as a professional with a client, and also just with the client with themselves in that way. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Where can our listeners find you, follow your work, and hire you?
Yeah, so I have a website, www.simplifyandsort.ca. So that has all my information and a consultation form you can fill out if you have any questions. And then on Instagram, I am Simplify and Sort VI. So people can see my before and afters, and Facebook and all of that as well. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, well, thank you, Maree.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Yeah.
And to learn a little bit more, and hopefully, people will. I feel very comfortable reaching out to you to have you come over for a consultation.
Thank
so
you. Yes.
that makes it a lot easier. I don't think people have to worry about being intimidated, or there'd be a kind person showing up to make it as easy as possible. But I've seen the results, so obviously your kindness also is followed up with action, because you're getting things done, and I've heard lots of positive reviews from other agents within our industry as well. So you're
Thank
doing
you.
good work.
Yay.
Keep it up.
Thank
and
you.
thank you for coming on.
Of course. Thanks for
And
having me.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe we'll do this again.
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
part 2.
Yes.
The
all
plan,
right. Yeah.
plan B.
Yeah, plan B.
It's the only time we're doing the plan B.
All right. Okay, right on. Well, thank you,
Thanks.
Maree.
Thank you.